A very weak, sickly, and disturbed Donald Trump is trying to throw the United States government into a shutdown. Donald Trump knows that he's crashing the United States economy right now. All of the writing is on the wall that he's doing that. Well, if we could see the writing, because the Trump regime is now banning the Bureau of Labor Statistics within the Department of Labor from publishing its inflation data. Its critical annual inflation data will now be indefinitely withheld, as Axios and others report. Bureau of Labor Statistics postpones key inflation data report. As we said, on the MeidasTouch account, slow the testing down, because if we stop the testing, we'd have fewer cases. If we don't even know about it, we'll just pretend it doesn't exist. This is what Donald Trump did during his first regime. Let's take a look, folks, at the 2026 generic ballot by Atlas Intel. This was the polling group that got it right more than anyone else during the 2024 election. You'll see why Donald Trump's trying to shut the government down. But I'm not just going to say that hyperbolically. I'm going to give you the receipts so you can see it as well. You know, that's what we do here at the MeidasTouch Network. I'm going to show you Donald Trump's own words. I'm going to show you what MAGA Mike is doing. And then I'm going to give you my thesis why they're doing it, because Trump is crashing the economy and he wants to blame the Democrats for it. And he's going to go, see, we were going to have a golden age, but the Democrats did it, because he doesn't give a crap about the country. He just cares about enriching himself and lining his pocket. But going back to this Atlas Intel A+ poll, in the generic voting, Democrats lead Republicans by 8.3%, their biggest lead yet. 51.8% of people said they'll vote for Democrats. 43.5% say they will vote for Republicans. And when you go through the demographics, young people ages 18 to 29 favor Democrats, 63 to 28%. Independents favor Democrats, 63 to 28%. 2024 non-voters are pissed at the Trump regime. They favor Democrats, 62 to 7%. Only 7% there, it looks like. So let's go and bring out the receipts for you right now, shall we? So here's what we know that happened on Friday. MAGA Mike Johnson canceled votes for September 29th and September 30th. A government shutdown would begin on October 1st, barring some major reversal. So why, if you're MAGA Mike, would you tell people do not show up to the House of Representatives on September 29th and 30th? Just think about how reckless that is. I mean, what happens if you needed a life-saving surgery and then the hospital told the doctor don't show up? Okay, that's basically what MAGA Mike is doing right there. So then you had Donald Trump on Friday say you could very well end up with a closed country for a period of time. Democratic Senator Andy Kim, in response to MAGA Mike Johnson saying that he is shutting down the House of Representatives, so no votes, told them don't show up on the 29th and 30th, the 2 days right before when a government shutdown would be. Senator Andy Kim says completely irresponsible. Speaker Johnson is deliberately walking away from the table, essentially running out the clock and holding Americans' health care and economic security in the crossfire. Come back and do your job for the American people. So what happened on Friday was that Democrats voted against what's referred to as cloture, right? You need 60 votes for this procedural parliamentarian thing called cloture. And if you have 60 votes, that then allows you to go and actually do a vote where then you just need 50. So it's the precursor to actually being able to vote. So Democrats basically block cloture in the Senate because Republicans refuse to talk to Democrats at all. And the Republican continuing resolution would basically allow for your healthcare premiums to substantially increase. So not just are Republicans going after Medicaid and to some extent Medicare, but see, they're also going after the Affordable Care Act, because the tax credits for the Affordable Care Act premiums, they're set to expire in the next few weeks and then totally expire at the end of the year. That means in a very short period of time, if the Affordable Care Act tax credits were not addressed and extended, that means setting aside if you're on Medicaid or not, if you have an Affordable Care Act plan, you may now have to pay somewhere in the range of $1,500 to $2,000 a month for your insurance, $17,000 to $20,000 a year, which is going to bankrupt a lot of American families. So Democrats are saying, whoa, you're doing a lot of bad stuff, Republicans. But here's the thing. If you want to continue to fund this reckless government, you gotta give Americans affordable health care. Just keep it at the same level. And MAGA Republicans are like, nope, we don't want to talk to you. So you got to give the Democrats credit this time in the Senate, because remember last time when I'm sure you, like me, were pissed off that the Democrats in the Senate voted for cloture? Remember how pissed off you were and we were and everybody was that they said, okay, we'll keep funding the government. This time on Friday, I know it didn't get a lot of attention. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention now. Democrats said, nope, we're not giving you cloture. And that means the Senate did not pass its version of the continuing resolution. So what should happen right now? The House and the Senate should come together. They should make sure your health care is affordable. And then let's pass a continuing resolution. Like, let's, even though I think it's horrific what Trump is doing, I think the Democrats' position is let's win on this issue because at least we can save Americans from going bankrupt for their health care costs. And Republicans are refusing to talk to Democrats. Now, look, let me just bring out the receipts for you, because last week, Donald Trump went on Fox. He was there in the morning, and he specifically said to Republicans, we don't need any Democrats' votes. We don't need 60 votes. And he looked at the camera and told Republicans, do not even talk to Democrats. So Republicans in the House and the Senate, yet alone negotiate, they didn't even talk to Democrats because Trump gave the command. Here Trump is last week giving the command. Play this clip.
They signal they will not vote for a clean short-term government funding package. How does President Trump deal with the government?
Well, we have to get Republican votes. That's all. If we do, we have the majority. So we have to get.
But don't you have to get 60, don't you?
No, we're going to do a probably continuing resolution, or we're going to do something. So we're going to do something that. Here's the problem: the Democrats they're sick. There's something wrong with them. Schumer is, at the end of the rope. He's going to be defeated in the next election. If you gave them every dream right now, every dream that they want to give away money to this and that, destroy the country. If you gave them every dream, they would not vote for it. That's how bad. I told them, don't even bother dealing with them. We will get it through because the Republicans are sticking together for the first time in a long time. Look.
And then now I want to prove to you that this is what Trump wanted the whole time, because on Friday he goes, so we will continue to talk to the Democrats, but I think you could very well end up with a closed country for a period of time. But didn't you just see the clip I showed you where he said, we don't need Democrats, don't talk to them? So Republicans are not talking to them, but the plot by Trump and MAGA is to say, we tried to talk to Democrats, but they shut it down and they crashed the economy. Here, play this clip of Trump saying that.
We'll continue to talk to the Democrats, but I think you could very well end up with a closed country for a period of time. And we'll take care of the military. We'll take care of Social Security. We'll take care of the things that we have to take care of. A lot of the things that Democrats fight for, which in many cases aren't very good things, will not be able to be paid. So we'll watch and see how they do with that. They'll have to handle their constituents pretty carefully.
By the way, what a disgusting press conference Donald Trump had on Friday. Did you see where Donald Trump responded to a black female reporter's questions? And this is how he treats black female reporters, by yelling at her and saying, quiet, you're really obnoxious. Here, listen to what he said. Here, play this clip.
Going into New York too. Yeah.
Mr. President.
And we're going to be going in quiet. You're really obnoxious.
I'm not obnoxious, but I'm trying to ask you, what about your plans for
really
Memphis?
Obnoxious.
I'm not obnoxious, but I am asking, what are your plans for Memphis? Many people want
I'm not going to talk to you until I call on you.
What are your plans for Memphis?
Who else? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to.
A few other data points I want to provide to you as well. Remember when Donald Trump said that he himself would be paying for the ballroom, that he wouldn't need donors and he was going to pay for it? Just so you can see for yourself, here's the clip of Trump saying that he would pay for it. Just one donor himself. Play this clip.
How many donors do you think it's going to take to get the $200 million?
Maybe one, me. But
You would cut that check yourself.
I would, yeah.
Well, now we learn that Donald Trump is charging corporations, not clear if they're foreign or domestic or both, $5 million or more if they want their name written on the White House to fund the ballroom, the 90,000 square foot ballroom in the White House. So, by the way, sounds pretty illegal to me. Could be a violation of emoluments clause. Also, I talked about how the Trump regime's been ripping up those 200-year-old trees in the front of the White House. And now they're going to companies, quid pro quo, to put their name on the White House. It's pretty despicable stuff. Also, speaking of despicable stuff, Donald Trump forced out the United States attorney from the Eastern District of Virginia, the top federal prosecutor there, somebody by the name of Eric Siebert, because Siebert cannot find sufficient evidence to prosecute New York Attorney General Letitia James. Donald Trump demanded that the main prosecutor in Virginia prosecute James. The prosecutors, I don't have evidence to prosecute her, so Trump forced out that prosecutor. Also, RFK Jr.'s HHS voted to no longer recommend a combined measles, mumps, rubella vaccine for children. Pretty despicable stuff there. And meanwhile, Donald Trump is out there attacking now David Letterman and saying, whatever happened to the highly overrated David Letterman? He looks like hell. You're going to go after the way David Letterman looks? I mean, you know, Donald, when people get older, they look a little bit older. Not all people paint their face orange and have a bunch of fake hair and orange faces. And I wouldn't exactly be talking about other people's looks. It looks like your hand was dipped in a piranha tank, and it looks like your ankles are basketballs at this point. Finally, Donald Trump posted another ISIS-style murder video. Donald Trump continues to post videos of the United States military killing people on fishing boats without providing sufficient evidence of who's on these fishing boats off the coast of Venezuela. Donald Trump posts videos of the human beings getting killed and burning to death. Donald Trump claims they're narco-terrorists because he says so, but doesn't provide information. And yes, the United States government is judge, jury, and executioner, just murdering people. And Donald Trump, like ISIS, posting death videos on the official social media account of the United States of America. There you have it, folks. We're giving you all the news here, as always, on the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. I want to get to 6 million subscribers. Let's try to get there together. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you, as always. Oh, and check out our Substack at MeidasPlus.com.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.